Scorp, how you doing, Scorpiana? Welcome to your funny Armenian guy. Let me just fix my socks. Scorpalicious, you look so delish. Scorpio, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny Armenian guy, my dear cutie patootie looking all that so yummy. Are you ready for me to serve and to slay and to sprinkle? Because I'm ready. So Scorpiana, I just did Pisces and Cancer, and we're here to chill. For the new Scorpios, welcome. My name is Arman. I'm a quadruple Leo, and my North Node is in Scorpio. So that's who I'm becoming in this life, and I connect with my Scorpios on another level. So Scorpio, we're going to do your reading for the month of June. We're going to see what is it that you may anticipate, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify your main challenge as well as provide some advice at the end and give an advice from the oracle card for the relationship. So Scorp Jan, Jan, in Armenian means dear. We say that to somebody who we consider to be like the dearest person. Jan, Scorp Jan. Let's get into your reading. Okay, Scorpio. So let's get into your reading and let's get into the message. Okay, channeling. And of course, I'm having my Armenian coffee right now. Let me just take a sloop. Sprinkle. Let's get into your reading, Scorpiana. Oh, how much I love my Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio, your main challenge and the energy for the month of June is the Hierophant, which represents commitment. And also, this is the major arcana card for Taurus. This represents Taurus. So some of you are actually dealing with the Taurus, okay? So this is the commitment card here. We're going to find out more. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands. Scorpio, this has to do a lot with waiting and realizing something about your future. The Three of Wands and Four of Wands, your future. You're basically thinking about long term, about marriage, about the direction and the destination that you want to go to. Confirmation burp, sorry. Sprinkle, y'all. So a lot of you have been thinking about long term, okay, and commitment issues that you have had with a specific person, and ultimately you've been stressing out a lot. You've been thinking about waking up at night. Which direction am I going to go? Am I and this person, are we going to be together? Is there going to be commitment coming in? I know this is not a no contact reading. This is not a no contact reading, but we're going to see what is this situation about because it's very intriguing. Now, in the recent past, Three of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ten of Swords. In the recent past, there was a lot of trust issues due to the fact that maybe somebody here was in a third-party situation with the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. And I see that in the recent past with the Ten of Swords, this actually caused a lot of havoc to you, okay? A lot of agony, a lot of pain. Some of you were dealing here Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, could have been Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or Capricorn, okay? The third-party situation could be a job. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job, working, or, those mother-in-law, whatever, sister-in-laws, anyone that intervened, right? An external interference into this connection. We're going to find out more. But I'm also seeing here the other story that I'm picking up on here is that you try to work things out with this person, you try to cooperate and to negotiate, but you didn't see it going anywhere. So in the present moment here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So in the present moment, I see here you kind of like being in this state of, I'm not going to initiate the communication right now. I see you here kind of like going towards, you're going this direction, the other person's going towards the other direction. The good news here about this is that the person that's on your mind, they're actually headed towards the Wheel of Fortune because they're recognizing and they're realizing something. This is a destined, fated relationship and communication, okay? Even if you both have not talked to each other, that doesn't mean that that's the end of it, because a lot of times when people are, in a dynamic where whether it's soulmate or whatever, there is a separation, but then also there is coming back together. But the question here is, what did we learn during this separation? We're going to find out more, Scorpion. Now, in the near future, there is a Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. In the near future, Page of Pentacles is talking about some sort of an offer, okay, and you're beginning here, which we're gonna find out more. And I see here you healing, a lot of healing, doing a lot of healing within yourself. This is showing people on a body of water with the six of swords, right? Transition. This is about moving from point A to point B, and then there is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is talking about healing what you were hurt from, and the person on your mind as well. One thing also I want to mention, a lot of you have been in transition, moving from one place to another, just in general, could be location-wise, job-wise, whatever it is. A lot has been happening in your life, Scorpio, and you have been asking yourself this question, like, I just want to settle. Like, can I just settle? Can I just get a moment? Can I just get a break? Can I just get a water real quick? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, now that my thirst has been quenched, I'm ready to serve even more. So let's get into the clarification of the challenge. Actually, I'm gonna get the advice from this deck. Let's get the fresh deck here for the clarification. Sprinkle, sprinkle, y'all. Okay, so let's clarify the Hierophant here. Commitment is basically what's on your mind, right? Is this person going to commit? Is it going to happen or not? Now, these are general readings, so it's not going to resonate with every single person. But you know, if you go into my community tab, you will see that a lot of my predictions have come true. So I want you to keep an open mind to that, because this could be your success story. Now, the Hierophant here is clarified by the Judgment. It's clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so... and then the Nine of Wands in reverse. So a lot of you are in this place of kind of like you are holding back, okay, from communicating with this person. The Judgment is here. It's about a major realization. It's about a major realization of you're recognizing that you're not going to be the first one to initiate anything. You're just letting it to the universe. You're letting it to this person. But I do see here somebody taking the time and to think about a communication. Somebody here is going to break no contact. Somebody here is going to talk to you. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I see here you actually focusing on your money, on your career, on your job, on your own sense of stability. But whoever this person is, dear Scorpio, with the Hierophant, okay, this individual is thinking about coming towards you with some sort of a communication. The Eight of Wands here, imagine this actually to be nowadays, this is first of all called communication, incoming message, communication, email, phone call, whatever it may be. And this is also an action-oriented card. Okay, somebody here is thinking about taking some sort of an action towards you. So let's clarify the recent past. Let's talk about the Three of Pentacles, because the Three of Pentacles could mean multiple things. I did pick up on maybe there were some trust issues here. Third-party interference doesn't have to be, but a situation where it hurt you at a very deep level, Scorpiana. I think this is a pain that you have been carrying for so long, but I do see here it's eventually coming to an end, okay? Now, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so whoever you were dealing with, I'm getting here this energy of this person kind of acting selfishly, abruptly, making some abrupt moves here, you know, kind of being selfish. And with the Nine of Pentacles, with the Nine of Cups, excuse me, right? Somebody here just choosing to do their own thing, to focus on themselves. Getting this like, oh, it's just all about me type of energy here. However, there was a lot of love between you and this person. The Hangman is in the middle. This is a Pisces energy. There was a misunderstanding. There was arguments. There was, you know, a lot of questions, okay, on both ends. Where is this going to go? How can we make this work? A lot of uncertainty up in the air, and work might have gotten into the way. External situations could have gotten into the way of you and this person, which eventually kind of prevented you and this person moving forward. But we're going to find out more. We're going to find out more to see what happened here, okay? This person, I do get the sense of the person that's on your mind. They were wanting to get married. They were thinking about long-term, but something happened in the way that caused the separation, okay? I'm getting here habits, toxic habits, unhealthy habits, substance abuse, on whoever's side was this, but it caused a lot of like confusion and delays, okay? So the Chariot here is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the decision here, there was a lot of tests, a lot of challenges here, and one of the biggest challenges here for you in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here, dear Scorpion, had to do a lot with, you know, family. Okay, family, maybe there were kids involved, maybe the person that you knew, they had kids, you had kids, or you wanted kids with this person. Whatever the situation was, it was a lot of challenges. Somebody here was not certain. As you can see, the cards are even saying that too, right? With the Two of Swords, uncertainty, indecision here, whether they wanted to get, whether they wanted to get married with you or not, or get into a committed relationship, because the Ten of Cups is about family. It is about commitment, family, children. And that's why this is a challenge here for you to really recognize if this person comes around or we get back together, are they on the same page with me? And eventually what ended up happening, dear Scorp, it caused you a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment, but you grew out of that. I think you made your way out of this situation slowly but surely, for which I'm so proud. Scorpiana energy, transmutation, sprinkle, sprinkle. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so just as I said also, and also at the bottom of the deck, the Emperor. The Emperor in Tarot is the major arcana for Aries. Okay, some of you might have been dealing with an Aries here. So you were definitely thinking about a new beginning here. However, what you ended up realizing is with the Devil here, a lot of toxic, unhealthy things. Remember when I was saying substance abuse, things like that in the past, right? After all, my North Node is in Scorpio. It is in Scorpiana, so I'm able to pick up on things before even the cards come up, because I am going with both my intuition and the cards. But something here was not healthy, which kind of like prevented you from actually offering that new beginning, because this is an offer of, remember, do you remember yesterday's life? You're holding on to it. If you know Scorpio, you know the Ace of Wands comes out, like holding on to it like really, really tight. If you know, you know. Okay. I like to get quite freaky during your readings, sprinkle, sprinkle, but I'm going to keep it demure for this month, because this is kind of I'm saying, serious energy. So, oh, Scorpio, did I ask you? Hold on. Did I ask you for my hair? How do you like the haircut? You're like, I don't care about your haircut, dude. Get to the reading. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I'll get into the reading. As you say, daddy and mommy. Okay, so in the recent past, you tried to have a new beginning, offer a new beginning to this person, but eventually what ended up happening was you realized there was toxicity, unhealthy things. Okay, I'm getting here like this person just making abrupt decisions and like being very impulsive. Okay, so a lot of hurt, pain that you've been carrying, but you basically made your way out of it. Let's move into the present moment here. Let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune. Scorpiana. Buzz down, Scorpiana. Buzz down. Okay, so it's clarified by the Ace of Swords, another Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups. So in the present moment, literally, as I was saying, this person is actually wanting to create a reunion here with you. They're wanting to create this sense of reunion, coming towards you with a clear idea. Truth to be told, truth to be spoken. That's what it is about. Whenever there is the Wheel of Fortune that is being clarified by another Wheel of Fortune, it's talking about a double confirmation that you and this person, you both know you are meant to be together, and this is a destined partnership. This is a fated partnership, a connection, both of you, that's supposed to happen. Okay, and I do get this strong sense of somebody here recognizing that and wanting to come forward and communicate that with you. Okay, eventually with the Three of Cups, offering this new beginning and offering you a reconciliation and a lot of happiness. Okay, however, that's not going to be that easy. Access back to Scorpiana. Better do better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Better do better. So let's talk about the Knight of Swords here in the present moment. But I think this is more about this person taking an action. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Lovers, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is the card of also Earth sign. But however, don't matter. With the Lovers here, I'm strongly getting that this person is eventually recognizing that, like I said, right? They're headed towards the Wheel of Fortune because they're realizing one important thing here, that you and this person with the Lovers card here, it's a soulmate connection. It's a connection that's like meant to be. And they have been studying, they've been thinking, 444 on the timers, I'm saying this. They've been thinking about this action for such a long time. They've been very slow, almost stagnant, almost no action at all. But eventually something is going to start moving and shaking. So let's talk about you in the present moment, dear Scorpiana, with the Knight of Cups. I think you're headed into a direction where you're like, where you're like, no, I'm going to actually focus on myself. I'm going to do me, and I'm going to focus on what's important for me. A lot of you are focused on money here with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, career clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Strength card. So here is the thing. The Strength card and the Four of Pentacles, yes, it's taking you a lot of energy, you know, not to initiate anything with this person, but you're holding yourself very, very strong. You're holding yourself together in a very strong way, in a very empowering way. Okay, with the Strength card, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, this is literally an indication of you just being a badass, because you're a badass. No matter how hard it is, Scorpiana, you're the Scorpio. You see what I'm saying? You're able to overcome and go through this. Even through the dark night of the soul, you know, even whatever you're going through, experiencing, you're able to overcome this and, you know, tame the situation, tame the challenges here. And nobody knows really about the pain that you have been carrying within you. And I'm sending you a huge, huge, huge Armenian hug, sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's been really tough, but you're holding yourself together. Now, let's talk about this new offer in the near future with the Page of Pentacles, okay? So let's talk about the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Moon, and then the Ten of Swords. Somebody here, as I've always said before, also the Six of Cups is a return of a person from the past. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy as well. Could be any other sign as well, but this is somebody who is wanting to come back around and talk about the same pain that they caused to you. This is two different decks, and there's a lot of doubles that have been coming in readings. So the Ten of Swords here is what happened to you in the past, and they want to come back around and have a conversation about that. They want to have a chat, okay, with some sort of an explanation here. However, this person does feel quite anxious about making that move. They're very anxious because I think they're realizing that they acted out of impulsive behavior and they made the wrong choice by going with the wrong person, if they are still with that person. Okay, so the Six of Swords here is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So you're healing from this illusion. You're healing from this notion that somebody made you feel like as if you're an option. Just like Megan Thee Stallion says, you know, Megan Thee Stallion, I love her from H-Town, Houston. She says, I'm a steak, I'm a steak, you a side plate. Shrimp stay in your plate. Eh. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio, you're the main course, baby. You the main course. You the main menu. You the whole menu. You see what I'm saying? So in the near future, you're basically healing and you're in a transition and moving on from these past hurts, from this situation, whereas if you felt like maybe, you know, you were treated as an option. There was a lot of confusion, okay? This person loves you no matter what. This person loves you, they want to be, but something here was hindering them to be with you, hindering you to be with them. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of issues what needed in this connection was basically healing and moving on and being able to forgive one another. Okay, and yeah, these bumps happen, you know, things happen in connections, but this was something that, you know, it caused you a lot of pain, and you have been carrying that pain for a long time. I have to put my glasses on. Not that I want to look smarty, but I feel like this is better for like the lighting and stuff. See what I'm saying? So let's talk about this Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Justice, and the Six of Wands. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords here is twice. Okay, so this is talking about something here being set right. This is about your destiny. This is about your future. A lot of this has to do with the fact that you were hurt, you were disappointed, and now you're ultimately looking forward to having a brand new beginning for yourself. When this person comes around and they want to talk to you and, you know, they want to set things right with you, right? With the Justice here, Libra energy, and they want to ask for forgiveness, or they want to say, you know what, in this transition, in this journey, I also have been healing. I also have been on this journey of healing, and I want to make things right with you. You need to pay attention to the green flags. You need to make sure that this person actually lives up to their word of what they are saying to you in order for you to be back again with this person, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of questions in terms of how much work has this person done. Where are they in their life financially, and where you are in your life financially. This is a very strong message here for you. It's about your destiny. It's about your future. The Three of Wands here is talking about you just looking into the horizon and looking further, like 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, where you will end up. Okay, because you want commitment. You want commitment, you want marriage, you want relationship, you want children. Maybe some of you don't want children, whatever. It's about sprinkling. It's about being on the same page with this person. However, let's get into the advice, and I'm going to get into the wisdom of the oracle message. So I see here a lot of like purging and healing, and it's been tough, dear Scorpiana. But you know what? You're a badass, and that's who you are. So what is the advice for Scorp? Okay. At the bottom of the deck, there is the justice, which also showed up in the near future. So something here is being made right. Something here is being justified, clarified, being shed under the light. What's behind? Yeah, sprinkle. It's bringing you a lot of happiness. When this clarity comes into your life, there is the sun, which is the most positive card, one of the most positive energies in tarot. Something here is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Okay, this clarity is going to bring you a lot of happiness. And, you're going to realize and recognize the fact that it was worth it. You wouldn't change a damn thing. You've grown so much, Scorpio. You've learned a lot through this situation. You've turned your pain into power. You're an alchemist and you're a transmuter. You know what I'm saying? Your advice here is the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Wow. The Three of Wands here is twice. It's a double confirmation. I've been getting a lot of double confirmations recently. Remember, Scorpio, when I was saying, this is about your destiny. It's about choosing you, what's important for you. So in the advice position here, yes, there is going to be a reconciliation potentially. There is going to be a communication, conversation where you both are going to start celebrating each other back again. There is this stress that you've been carrying, this pain is going to come to an end. And ultimately, whatever you're going to choose is going to lead you to a lot of happiness. That's literally what I see here. Either way, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And I do see here you're choosing to actually reunite with this person because there is a lot of love. There is a lot of care. It's just that this separation has been teaching you major love, major self-love and self-care about you. This is a me time. This is a me time. That's what I'm hearing for you, Scorpio. Because you have been feeling depleted of constantly pouring in other people's cups and pouring out and pouring out. What about you? Who's going to pour you? Who's going to pour in you? You see what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. The final love message here about this relationship. What is the final message here for my Scorpiana? What is the final sprinkle? For my cutie patootie looking all that's so yummy. So you have, okay, hold on, soulmate. I don't usually give those reactions. I promise I don't always usually give these reactions. But okay, hold on. Let me go back to Scorpio. Let me go back to, fuck, this is, I just said that was too fast. Oh my God. Okay, soulmate. I got too excited. What did I just do? Okay, so Scorpiana, soulmates, number 41. This is really exciting. Oh my God. I can't. Okay, Arman, calm down. Calm down, Arman, calm down. 41, 42, soulmate. Penguins. In the penguins, the male one is the one that takes care of the egg. See what I'm saying? Okay, relationship message. So Scorp, consider love in the deepest sense, love so powerful that you will never be the same. Regardless of how long your relationship lasts, consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate. Come to guide you home to the real you. Also, I did say here soulmate connection in the beginning. I did mention that. Sprinkle, y'all. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. And some of you could be around the age of 40 or so, younger or older, don't matter. But that's what I'm talking about. The commitment here. It happens with them twin flames, with them soulmates. It's just a journey. Sprinkle, y'all. So I'm your funny Armenian guy, always ready here, always coming forward to actually, slay and to serve. And I know that you're gonna be sending me. This is like asking for a gift in a subtle way. I mean, not asking. I know you all have been so generous anyways. Basically, socks that says Scorpio. And I'm going to wear those socks and it's going to be so good. Okay, so Scorp John, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being in here. I'm your funny Armenian guy. And you're my cutie patootie looking all that's so yummy. I'll see you on the next one.